They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, a crew looking to make a statement. Taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners about to kick it away and get this season started. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And this will be incomplete. There forces second down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Makes the catch. It's Robinson. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. The 40. The 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You can tell this defense is locked in early in this one. On the first drive in the game on third down, they're expecting pass. They had multiple players in the back end defensively with their eyes on the quarterback, able to jump the route, pick it off, take it back for a touchdown, and they've already seized a ton of momentum.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. His drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Ware. A little screen to the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Creates a little room. And the ball slipped out. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense. defense on third down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time and obviously executed it.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. He'll keep it himself. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's first down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Grab near the sticks. It's Hammond. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4, it's 2nd and 14. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Got the quick pass. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With the run on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. And he stomps his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense has its first opportunity of the day. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, then he's obviously going to have a big year.
Pulls it in. It's Wheeler. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Final play of the quarter coming. From the shotgun now, here's an inside gift. Oh, he's got some space. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season the way they wanted to, but having the success they had, David, that opened the eyes to a lot of good portal players around the country. They wanted to come here knowing they could build on that and take the next step.
And sometimes it takes those steps, Jesse. Like, you've got to crawl before you walk, and this team, they tasted it. They know what it feels like. They know what it's like to be in the playoffs, and they want more. And they get to take some anger out and some hard feelings out today to start this season.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
Wants to throw again. Under fire. The short hands, it's Robinson. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out here.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Ware. Get it out on the screen. No sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. Hunt is on its way. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
It's first down from the 37-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Ware. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Running out of time here in the first half. They do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half, down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Unloads it left. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's...
Makes the grab, pass the marker. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
To the air, it's Ware. Quickly complete. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success. Good play call offensively, and that's the right place to go with the football if you're the quarterback, but just a better job by the defender knocking that ball down.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Working that wide receiver screen. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure, and he burrows his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
Inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll run it from the gun. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the third quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
They get to him as he throws. Picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback keeps got room on the return. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running back.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Finds his big tight end.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up the first and goal.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Why not trying to get it in? And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a scores on the sneak.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up, first drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On the ground, it's Robinson. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill, because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Keeps it and gets past the chains. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Turning it on! It's a seam wide open! The 20! He's at the touchdown! Oklahoma! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with a man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And now this offense will take the field again. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Quarterback keeper. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Ware. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Using his feet. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense up front? Their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Great place to start for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. The quick out. Across the 25, he's got room. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Sooners are in the red zone. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Makes the grab on 3rd. Touchdown, Sooners! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point. They're on top by 12. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. Their running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a bit here.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! A remarkable grab just keeps piling up scores.
I'm about to say remarkable day. I mean, a remarkable career. Goodness gracious. This is a day that you just dream about having. You have these days in high school, not in college. You're like, dang, this is as good as it gets. Nobody can stop him. He's absolutely in the zone.
This should be the last play of the quarter. To the air, it's Ware. Fires left. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Sooner! A disappointing start to this season as they open 0-1.
Tough way to start, but you see it so many times throughout a season. People start slow, figure out who they are, get better as the season goes on, and your dream's still very much ahead of you.
And the sky's not falling.